What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Mr. Buzz checking in, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, I am back. I'm back like I never left. And hey, I'm here to tell you about, oh my goodness, this master's degree dilemma, fiasco. I'm just giving you guys an update. Like, yo, this was a huge setback. This was like, oh, this was a headache. This was, oh my goodness. So, as you know, as some of you guys may know, I'm a teacher, and you have to have your certification. So, to get your certification, you have to get into a program. You guys know how I feel about the word program. But you have to get a master's degree, or actually go through a teaching certification program if you're not going to get a master's degree. So I chose to get the master's degree. So I started to get my master's degree, and I started a master's of education in instruction. So turns out that's the wrong master's degree. Like, I can't be a teacher with that. I could be a principal, I could be assistant principal, I could be, administration up into leadership, but can't be a teacher. That program does not lead to a teaching certification. So I had to join. I had to get a master's of arts in teaching. That program leads to a teaching certification. So here I am, whole time taking these classes. I actually started the Masters of Education and Instruction program, and yeah, I'm here taking classes. I took a year's worth of classes, like spring semester, summer, and fall. Or did I? Or was it? I think no. I started in the summer. So I did summer, fall, and in the spring, that's when the school district, told me that I'm in the wrong program. So yeah, so I had to deal with that. I basically have. I was supposed to be finished with that degree program with the Masters of Education and Instruction. I was supposed to be finished now, December 2024. So I would have been graduating now. But it turns out that was a big setback, so I had to basically start all over after another year. And I'm supposed to have this teaching certification after 3 years. I guess they're just lending me grace because I'm in my 4th year teaching. So with this being my 4th year, my first year teaching, I had no clue that I had to go get a certification or anything like that. Like, my first year, it wasn't a thing, or it wasn't like they weren't trying to get everybody on this track or whatever. So my second year is when I first started trying to get into a program. So I started that my second year. My third year, I believe. Wait, no. Second year, the end of my second year is when I actually started looking for a program. So my third year is when I started the wrong program. And now this is my first year starting the actual classes that I need. So I'm taking classes, and oh my goodness, all right, so just being in the wrong program, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Getting into the right program and all of that, that was a even bigger scenario, or a bigger issue. So, like I said, that they told me I was in the wrong program, and I had to actually apply to get into the right program. I sent emails. I actually tried to go to the school to talk to the registrar, talk to advisors, but it seemed like nobody was ever in the office. They said that I think that college, or that the advisors, or everybody in that office, their office was being remodeled, so they were working from home. So even I tried calling, and nobody would pick up. So that was one issue. I started emails. I actually got in touch with a group of advisors, and I don't know, officials, I'll call them, because I can't quite remember who. It was like 4 or 5 advisors over different programs who could actually help me, I guess. And they were going back and forth. Basically, it was just one person, and I guess they seemed like they were the secretary of the office or something like that. And they were requesting somebody else that was tagged along in the email, if they could handle it, but that person never emailed back. I know at one point they were on vacation, I believe, and they had a date that they were expected back. So I mean, this is over like probably a 2 month period, with this group of individuals on this email. So basically, it was just this one or two advisors going back and forth. We really didn't get anywhere, and I could tell that the one that seemed like the secretary, kind of seemed like it was given kind of attitude, because I remember just this one email saying, well, usually people get a concentration in an area that they're currently working in. So boom, with that. All right, so I'm working. Hold up. Let me see. So you guys know I'm a high school teacher, right? So I'm trying to get into this program, and so I get into the actual Masters of Arts and Teaching program, and I have to pick a concentration. So I'm looking for a concentration. None of the concentrations really match up. So I'm trying to figure out what, do I actually have to pick one? Can I just pick a random one? So that, I guess that was an issue. That never really got cleared up with the group of advisors. Then one of the people who didn't really speak up in the group email, they emailed me separately, and we set up a meeting. Happened to find out that she was the new advisor over the program. So I guess they were having some kind of issues with who was going to deal with what. So boom. So we set up a meeting. We had a Teams meeting, and we set up a schedule of classes that I was going to take. We actually have a plan. I actually feel confident about our plan. The only thing is, this is a huge setback, man. Like, I'm not going to be expected to graduate until May 2026. And yeah. I mean, the classes aren't difficult. I don't mind the class. It just takes time and brain effort. It takes brain power to actually, write these essays and papers. And, usually you have to turn in a paper, a 2-page paper every week, because I'm taking 3 classes. Usually I have a paper due every Sunday. Every Sunday at midnight, I have a paper due. Every Wednesday, I have a discussion. I think I have, so I'm taking 3 classes. Usually our discussions are due by Wednesday, and we have to respond to those discussions by Friday. And then in maybe one class, I'll have a paper due. And then they usually seem to rotate when the papers are due. Seems like I only have one paper due each Sunday. So that's what I mean by it's kind of time consuming, but maybe not, because the papers probably take about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. I get A's on my papers and PowerPoints and things like that. So I'm not really complaining in that field. So I just wish that it's all over. Just graduate. Just know that I'm not going to graduate until 2026. I'm going to be in year, what? I'll be year, let's see, this year 4. I'll be at the end of year 5. So I'll be halfway to retirement, because, teachers can retire after 10 years. And when I got into this, I said, hey, I'm doing 10 years and I'm out. So, right now I'm just trying to make it to 10 years. That's my goal in teaching right now, is to make it to 10 years. I'm in year number 4. My first goal when I came into teaching, when I started teaching, this is my first teaching job. I'm teaching in high school. My first goal was to teach 4 years, to come in with the freshmen and see them to graduation. So this is my first group of high schoolers that I actually came in with, saw come in as freshmen, and they're now seniors. It's amazing to see that growth. And yeah, I have a lot more teaching videos coming up. Have a lot more updates on my master's degree. I have lots more job updates. Have a lot more updates in general. So I hope you guys stay tuned. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I drop a video. And yeah, keep it pushing. Bye, guys.